Food. Yummy, tasty, juicy, healthy. We live in a society where processed, high fat, unhealthy food is so affordable, accessible, and tasty. And on the contrary, healthy, nutritious, and tasty food, not so much. It is said that a healthy diet solves several health concerns that are rising at a significant pace in today's day and age, especially among youngsters.
Hello friends, I am Dr. Shrikant, pediatric gastroenterology, hepatology and nutrition consultant in Manipal Hospitals, Bangalore. So there is a lot of debate over permissible level of sugar intake in young children, that is infants and toddlers. And there is some government guidelines recently on what is the permissible level and how much it has to be taken. And there is some uproar regarding certain food companies which are supposedly allowed more sugars in the baby foods. So I would like to discuss this in two parts. So first is what is the actual requirement and what do you exactly mean by the sugar. So sugar is any sweet substance which is available in the human edible food. And it varies, like normally a table sugar is made up of sucrose, which is two components called glucose and fructose. In this, the fructose is a bad element which has no role in human body as such. It is just a sweetener and it has a lot of negative health effects, and that is the one which is going to create problem and which also induces addiction potential, so that the individual or a baby who takes those food regularly craves for the food and become addicted and can have long-term health effects. So based on all these things, the various health bodies have recommended not to allow any artificial sugars in baby foods up to 2 years. So for first 2 years there should not be any added sugar at all. Even if it is there, it should be a naturally occurring lactose which can be allowed in baby foods. But recently there is an uproar regarding added other sugars which has been taken down, and there are justification for that. But the standard guidelines, and for the parents who, if you are viewing this, so there should not be any added sugar for babies who are up to the age of 2 years.
The new National Dietary Guidelines released by the Indian Council of Medical Research and the National Institute of Nutrition in 2024 include several key recommendations aimed at promoting healthier eating habits and preventing non-communicable disease in India. For the first time, the dietary guidelines also recommend adding varieties of oil seeds and nuts in the daily diet. Keeping all the dietary and health concerns in mind, here are a few important dietary suggestions given by the councils. Number 1. Reduce sugar intake. Infants should be kept away from sugar, and sugar consumption should be less than 5% of the total energy intake. Adults should aim for a daily intake of 20 to 25 grams of sugar from natural carbohydrates. Number 2. Increase fruit and vegetable consumption. The guidelines recommend consuming at least 500 grams of fruits and vegetables daily to meet nutrient requirements and reduce disease risk. Number 3. Limit salt and oil use. Restrict added salt to a maximum of 5 grams per day and moderate the intake of oils and fats. Instead of cooking oils, fatty acids should be obtained from nuts, oil seeds, and seafood. Number 4. Avoid ultra-processed foods. Minimize the consumption of highly processed foods that are high in sugars and fats. This is important for preventing micronutrient deficiencies and managing weight. Number 5. Protein supplements. Avoid protein supplements for building body mass due to potential health risks such as bone mineral loss and kidney damage. Natural sources of protein should be preferred. Number 6. Balanced diet. A balanced diet should include no more than 45% of calories from cereals and millets, up to 15% from pulses, beans and meat, and the rest from nuts, vegetables, fruits and milk. Total fat intake should not exceed 30% of total energy. Number 7. Physical activity. Regular physical activity is emphasized with recommendations for at least 30 to 45 minutes of moderate intensity exercise daily for adults and at least 60 minutes for children to prevent obesity and related health issues. Number 8. Food safety and labels. The guidelines stress the importance of consuming safe, clean food and understanding food labels to make informed dietary choices. Emphasis is placed on minimally processed foods and food safety practices. These guidelines are designed to address both the rising prevalence of non-communicable diseases and persistent undernutrition issues in India by promoting diverse, nutrient-rich diets and healthy lifestyles. So, as these councils suggest, say bye to the highly processed foods and inculcate a lifestyle that includes such a balanced diet.